Hey guys, welcome back. We are finally gonna go ahead and do the chapter 5 of the New Game Plus Plus, which is basically the third playthrough of the game. And we're trying to get the final ending after already getting the first two. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So I never played this mission yet before, so we'll watch the cutscene.
Augmented Human C4621, Raven. The project is nearing fruition, thanks in no small part to your cooperation. During the battle for Institute City, several of the corporation's key pilots died in combat. We have manipulated the data to state that you too were killed in action. However, you will not be truly safe until you formally accept our protection. C4621, Raven. Return from Watchpoint Alpha Depth 2 and head for the rendezvous point. That is all.
Got a new blade, I'm gonna be trying that out.
No one will be able to threaten you anymore.
Main system activating combat mode.
Let's go. The rendezvous point at all my is Advance 1. It's not far from the
What are these things? I don't know how, but the Watchpoint defenses are back online.
Corporate stragglers still remain within the Watchpoint. We have made some adjustments to ensure that they will not be a threat.
Watch out. Sniper LCs.
Fire! If they're not with us, they're against us!
We need to get out of here.
Retreat! Open the partition!
Don't.
Without their leadership, corporations are powerless. A chain made of human links is easily broken.
Oh man. Seems like some pretty cool shit that's going on. Almost looks like blood.
AC, ID unknown. Hell, we're in hell!
I'm picking up enemies behind you.
It's all going wrong! It's not AC's to blame! I'm not gonna
Whoa,
die like
what
this.
the hell hit me?
Never should have come here.
Enemy signal silent. Let's keep moving.
They're just drones! Lock them down!
Wait, there's something else. AC!
What's the nearest sensor? AP at 50%. One repair kit remaining.
Augmented Human C4621, Raven. You are close to the rendezvous point.
We've arrived at All Might's coordinates. Enemy detected. Above!
Now, honestly, it's kind of hard to maneuver.
High mobility LC destroyed. Looks like we're clear.
Augmented Human C4621, Raven. Well done. All Mind hereby guarantees your protection. Invoking All Mind Administrator access, erasing all records of the subject in custody. Augmented Human C4621, Raven. Your safety is now guaranteed.
What the hell is going on? It's such a departure from their usual story that was going on.
We have entered satellite orbit. Release the subject from stasis.
Understood, Master Allmind. Activating cerebral coral control device. Augmented Human C4621 has awakened.
Raven, you've come too. No brainwave abnormalities. Thank goodness.
Deepest apologies, Raven. It was for the best that you remained asleep until the situation had settled. Allow us to explain. You are in the vicinity of a closure satellite, in the Xylem's hold. As anticipated, the corporations have siphoned the coral into a single mass. All that remains is to seize the opportunity to set the coral free, so that it may carry humanity toward new horizons. The coral release is imminent. Raven. Air. You shall be the trigger for the change to come.
Augmented Human C4621 entering standard mode. No new messages.
Raven, we've received a request from All Mind. We've chosen Coral Release to pursue humanity and Coral's potential. Now that the choice is made, we have to carry on, no matter what obstacles confront us.
Oh, it's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Alright, just get back. So, let's continue.
Augmented Human C4621, Raven. Only one obstacle to coral release remains. We are now beginning the purge of Overseer, the Association of Observers. They are planning to crash the Xylem into the vascular plant and ignite the coral. We want you to stop the ship from within. Destroy all the parasite modules installed throughout the Xylem's control center. By doing so, you will free control of the Xylem from Overseer's meddling, allowing Allmind to counter-hack the system and initiate a forced shutdown. We have precious little time. Once the Xylem passes the point of no return, a collision will be unavoidable. Allmind anticipates your swift success.
Alright, I'm gonna change my mech a little bit. I never tried this assault armor, but it might work pretty well. So let's do that. We'll use assault armor. 'Cause I don't know if the shield really helps me all that much. Honestly, I'd rather just be more aggressive.
Let's get started, Raven.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy the parasite module sent by Overseer.
A number of ghosts from our earlier infiltration remain within the control block. These two have fallen under the control of Overseer, Carla. Disabling them may allow you to extract the locations of the parasite modules. Parasite module destroyed. Commencing counter-hack. Engaging Overseer hostiles.
Ghost disabled. Extracting module data. Check the marker, Raven. Target destroyed. Let's move on.
Augmented Human C4621, Raven, sharing progress on the battle outside. Your handler is a rather capable pilot.
Walter, how's the starboard block looking?
6 pilotless ACs, all exact copies of the Vespers.
Yeah, same story over here. This is a bad joke.
Raven. Let's get back to the mission.
Target destroyed. 3 remaining.
Parasite modules left.
I've seen better odds. Wish Taurus was still with us.
621 isn't dead.
Nothing gets past you, huh?
Just prioritize locking out the Xylem. 621 chose this. My faithful hound is now our biggest threat.
You must hurry. We cannot afford to lose our momentum.
One more.
It seems Handler Walter was onto us. We anticipated this.
All targets destroyed.
Unfortunately, it seems the enemy was one step ahead of us. Augmented Human C4621, Raven, head to the Xylem's control center. As for Handler Walter and Carlo,
think I got a part already, huh? I was like in the middle of combat, so I'm not sure if I picked up that part or not. Yeah, in here it's just super confusing.
Raven, head for the marker.
Well, I guess I can always replay the mission if I want to get it.
You've come, tourist. Got a message from the chief for you. Sorry, but I'm not laughing this time. You're going down with the ship. Proxy activation. Emergency protocol. Xylem lockout.
Augmented Human C4621, Raven. If the lockout completes, the Xylem will be irrecoverably forced into a collision course.
You have to hurry, Raven.
AP at 50%.
Oh.
AP at 30%.
Walter! There's something behind you.
It's an Institute machine. No.
The chief left me a job to do. I will eliminate you, tourist. AP at 30%.
Holy crap, I'm not sure how you're supposed to dodge those. Except if I fire from under, it's not too bad.
The control system security is down. Access the central device, Raven.
Chief, I couldn't. Never learn to laugh.
The Xylem control system is silent.
Augmented Human C4621, Raven. Your efforts have averted a collision with the vascular plant. Additional. Handler Walter and Cinder Carla have been dealt with.
Oh, nice. So I did pick up the part.
Augmented Human C4621. Entering standard mode.
Alright, this is the last chapter. We'll try to do with this first.
Augmented Human C4621, Raven. We offer you our gratitude. All impediments to coral release have been eliminated, and the complications caused by Handler Walter's meddling are soon to be corrected. The final stage is at hand. Together, we shall achieve coral release.
What awaits us on the other side? Raven, let's find out together.
moral siphoned by the corporations is beginning to resonate. Augmented Human C4621. Raven, your role has come to an end.
Well, well. I've been waiting for this freelancer. I became part of this monster, so I can crush you.
Oh, what the hell is this?
This time, you will die.
Main system activating combat mode.
Oh my god, it's fucking a 1v5.
Raven, all lines available. Needs to release it.
C4621. Raven. C-Pulse wave mutation. Air. You are the trigger for moral release. We will make you one with us.
I don't care about the big plan. I just want that damn freelancer dead. Freelancer. You killed me. Not just once. Well, there's a whole lot of us inside of me now.
Clausen. Spot at last.
Guess it's time.
Raven. All Might's going to try something. I've got an idea too.
You are aberrations to the plan.
Irregulars.
Oh my god.
We will bring order to chaos.
What the fuck? Yeah, you've got to be dicking me.
I'm with you, Raven.
Oh, okay, she's here to help, thank god. Holy shit, that's a Chad robot right there. What? Oh, he's fucking huge.
I can fight by your side.
Oh, Jesus Christ, there's more of them.
I'll support you, Raven.
Damn, boys. It was you all along. I'll kill you and the freelancer.
Air. Your siblings will surely welcome us.
AP at 30%.
This is not looking good.
This is your chance, Iguazu.
Get out of my head!
Oh man, it's not looking good.
Light ammunition at 50%. Light shoulder ammunition at 50%. At 30%.
Oh,
This ghost of me won't last long. Leave a spot for me in hell.
we could try it again. I kind of took a bunch of free hits. Oh, now we start the mission. All right, let's just bring out the cheese bill and see what we can do with that.
Main system activating combat mode.
Raven, All-Mine's real goal is to release them.
C4621, Raven. Z-Pulse wave mutation. Air. You are the trigger for core release. What made you want with us?
I don't care about the big plan. I just want that damn freelancer dead. Freelancer. You killed me. Not just once. Well, there's a whole...
Kwasu. This body won't last.
Yes, it's time.
Raven. I'll support you, Raven.
That damn noise. It's you all along. I'll kill you and the freelancer.
Air. Your siblings will surely welcome us.
One, prepare for the remaining.
Now, Raven.
Dispose of them, Kwasu. Iguazu. You are one with All Might. No one can stop you now.
I said I don't care about All Might. Some of this, I'll give it to you.
No repair units remaining. AP at
Oh God.
Shut up! I'll shut you all up!
It's resonating.
Iguazu, what are you...
Interference. I'm losing sync. I can't fight anymore.
They're gone. Ringing. Those stupid voices. It's all clear now. I feel good.
Oh, so close.
Won't last long.
Maybe during that fight, you just ignore the pineapple spiders, the sea spiders, because they seem to just blow up anyways. So during that fight, I think if I just focus my firepower on Iguazu, we'll be able to do it.
main system activating combat mode.
All-Mine's real
Try to cheese it, but it missed.
C4621, Raven. Z-Pulse wave mutation. Air.
I mean, most of these suits only take like a shotgun.
What made you want with us?
I don't care about the big plan. I just want that damn freelancer dead. Freeland.
Iguazu, this body won't last.
was so close.
Leave a spot for me in hell.
Yeah, he becomes like a melee, and I just have a hard time sort of defending myself during that fight. I think I took a lot of damage during the first fight too.
Activating combat mode.
Raven, All Might's real goal is to release them.
C4621, Raven. C-plus wave mutation. There. Or the trigger of coral face. We'll make you one with us.
I don't care about the big plan. I just want that damn freelancer dead. Freelancer. You killed me. Not just once. Well, there's a whole lot of us inside of me now. Dregs with a grudge.
So tell me, who else are you going to kill?
Lawson.
I'll support you, Raven.
That damn noise. It was you all along. I'll kill you and the freelancer.
There. Your siblings will surely love us. Lawson. You are one with All Might. No one can stop you now.
I said I don't care about All Might. Want some of this? I'll give it to you.
Now, Raven.
Dispose of that Iguazu.
Shut up! I'll shut you all up!
It's resonating.
Iguazu, what are you?
Interference. I'm losing sync. I can't fight anymore.
They're gone. The ringing, those stupid voices. It's all clear now. I feel good. Now, it's just you and me. It was always so easy for you. The old Jen who could do it all. What makes you special?
You were a mistake, Iguazu. Irregular.
Oh, Jesus. I just needed that shield to last like 2 seconds and caught it.
Envied you. The freelancer. Who had it all?
Our plan. Humanity. Creation's potential.
We have the trigger. And we'll pull it ourselves.
Whoa, became like a black hole. Oh, this is very Dark Souls.
It's beginning. Coral release. Isn't it beautiful? Thank you, Raven. Raven, you're finally awake. The coral has carried us, disseminated us across the stars. Now, we're everywhere. Anywhere. Raven. Let's meet this new age together. Main system, activating combat mode.
Oh, that was an adventure, damn. Alright, well, I'm gonna skip the credits, I think. Or maybe I'll sit through, because the credit is different compared to the first two times I saw it. Maybe we'll get another scene or something. It sounds kind of like Mechanized Warriors or Days to Days from AC5, I think. The music's not bad. It's just I wish we had more of soundtracks like this in the main game. The Balderus soundtrack was pretty good when you're fighting Balderus. The soundtrack slaps. Oh, you know, the entire game I was playing, I thought the soundtrack sounds really familiar, and I think I remember why now. The soundtrack sounds really similar to Strider. If you ever played Strider, the remake, yeah, some of the soundtrack does sound very similar to Strider. Alright, I think that's enough of the cutscenes here. Cool, we got the last two, cleared every mission, cleared every, everything else.
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges. This is Allmind, the mercenary support system. Welcome back, Raven.
Looks like you passed the authentic. You've got I've picked.
Alright, yeah, so we've beaten every mission in the game. So, in case you wanted to see what that looks like, I'll show you guys here. All these. I mean, the only thing left is to try to S rank them, right? S rank them and maybe grab the combat logs, which I'm missing quite a few to get to level 15. Yeah, I think that's all. I'll do that. Getting combat logs will allow me to unlock the last like 3 parts or so that were hidden behind the hunter class recognition, and then getting enough money to essentially buy all the AC parts. I don't think I need to play the main story anymore since we've gotten everything here. Yeah, that was a it's gonna be, I think Armored Core is gonna be my personal favorite game of the year. Yeah, there was just a lot going on, and overall, while I think the story for 4 was a little bit more memorable to me because I played it a lot, this one had more like twists and turns, and you do like to, get involved with the characters a little bit more. They have more of a personality. In 4 they're more two-dimensional, but I guess overall in 4 I thought yeah, I think he still had 3 or 4 endings, but I thought the story was a little easier to understand, where this one I feel like they didn't really answer all that much. You still don't really know what the coral is. We just assume it's like some sort of life form, wavelength life form, maybe particle life form that has some sentience, that interacts with humans, and can be also used as energy. Other than that, like, the game doesn't really answer all that much about what we were dealing with. So I assume if you want to find out more about that, you're going to have to watch someone deep dive into it, because I don't know what's going on either, really. I didn't really read all of the little tidbits behind the lore. So wait for one of the videos to explain that to come out. But yeah, outside of that, I think all left is to collect the battle logs, get enough money, finish buying the rest of these weapons, and then we'll move on to PvP. And I will hopefully post some videos of me PvPing. I just want to collect all these battle logs first, then we'll do that. Anyways, guys, I hope this was an enjoyable series. I definitely enjoyed playing the game. I think I've tossed in close to like 30 to 40 hours into the game. Overall, like, I didn't think the game was super difficult. It does have a very huge skill ramp. Like it goes from like easy to like really difficult. And I guess it also depends on what kind of build you're using. If you're using a build that, like the build right here that I have, right? Using this build, you can probably play through the entire game without any trouble at all. Like, double shotgun, double stun will like annihilate everything, including bosses. But if you're using the build that I was using, like the mid to lightweight build, where you're kind of just jumping around and flying around, I find that playstyle a lot more fun and a lot more challenging, which is why I did it. But for like challenging bosses, or if I didn't want to spend too much effort and like spend hours on trying to beat a certain boss, then I'll just like hop on this build, you know, eviscerate whatever challenge there was, and then maybe I'll go back and just play it with my lightweight build to try to actually, you know, learn the attack patterns, beat the boss, quote unquote, fairly. I mean, there's no unfair mechanics in the game. Like, there's no unfair weapons, right? All the weapons exist in the game for you to use to beat, and I think that's the thing that people sometimes miss out on. It's like, you know, I guess the Armored Core community does gatekeep quite a bit. I won't lie, for sure. But yeah, like, I think as long as you find a build you're comfortable with, enjoy a certain play style, you can tackle this game however you like, and there's no shame in it. Whether you do a cheese build like this one supposedly, or you do like a more like less damaging but like, you know, flying around and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, you're still piloting a mech, so no matter what, it's gonna feel pretty cool. So yeah, but overall thoughts on the game, I rated it like a 9 out of 10. Like, the only thing I wish the game had a little bit more was, I guess I wish there's more branching weapons. I think I mentioned that in my previous videos. Like, you only have like two versions of shotguns, maybe one version of the assault rifle that's like good. I wish there was just multiple different versions of the assault rifles. What I mean by that is, like, if you look at this, right, just like for example, you have your super basic rifle right here, and then you have one other version of the assault rifle, and that's all you really have. You have just essentially two versions of assault rifle. You don't really have that many different versions. I guess you have something that's like a burst assault rifle. I guess you have, like, you know, a bus rifle, or a, you know, linear. They play all the same, but I wish, I guess, you know, a little bit more diversity in the weapon selection for at least like your main gun. Like, you only have one, you know, Gatling gun version. You have maybe two shotguns you can choose from. So I guess for me, even though there's a ton of weapons in the game, I just wish there was a little bit more variations of them, especially like with maybe like the blades too, right? I wish there were more different blades for you to use. Like, yeah, you have like one version of the pile bunker. You have like one version of like the beam saber where you get two slashes, but there's no other version. You do get like two versions of like the moonlight sword, which is cool. But, you know, in general, like, I wish there was just a little bit more variation in that sense. It's cool that every weapon is unique though, like, except for this, you know, this looks exactly the same as each other. But for example, like all the bazookas, you have different types of weapons. You have plasmas, bazookas, you got lasers, you got pulse. So like the weapons in that sense are very unique and very cool. I guess I wish there was just more variations of those weapons per se. Like, there's only like, what, one pulse gun, right, or one or two pulse guns, and there's not much other variations of it. But I guess to keep the game from being too bloated, they had to like cut down on the amount of weapons you can use. So or weapon types. Okay, I guess there's more weapon types, but not a lot of variations of those weapon types. So I guess that's my main complaint there. Same thing with a bit of the parts too. I think Armored Core 4 had a lot more parts. Same with 5 maybe, or at least that's just my biased opinion. You know, I haven't played that in a while, but I think the other Armored Cores have a little bit more part diversity, but maybe we'll get a DLC or something like that. Like you only have like one version of tank treads. Like Armored Core 5 had like 3 different versions. Same thing with like 4. You know, you only have 2 versions of like the legs here, or one version the hover thing, the hover tread thing. Yeah, so I guess I feel like there's a bit of lack of more parts compared to the other games, but maybe because I haven't unlocked every part, I don't quite know. But I do think that's my only main complaint of the game is that I do like how they dumb down the the boosters and stuff like that. So I guess because they dumb down the boosters, I guess that's why we're also lacking a lot of parts. In the Armored Core 4, you would have like 3 different boosters. You have your back boosters, you have your main boosters, and you have your side boosters, and they all cause your AC to move a different way. Where like this is like just one booster, and it kind of just does everything. Like it's 3 stats into one. So I guess I kind of get it that they wanted to make Armored Core more accessible and less clunky or chunky with like you have so many options that it'd be really confusing to a new player. But for a player that is like a vet, I wish there was just a little bit more, just a little bit more for us there. But that's a minor complaint. I mean the image editor and stuff is great. I suck at making images. I just pulled this off of Reddit. This is a meal from Nier Automata. I pulled it off of Reddit. Like I cannot fucking spend time doing the editor. I'm just really bad at being artistic. As you can kind of see, I lack the artistic ability to make my mechs look that great. In terms of like part choices, I can do that, but in terms of coloration and decal, I know some people will have a lot of fun on that. Me personally, I'm just not that great at it. I don't really spend that much time on painting my mechs all that much. The OS tuning is nice. It's better than 4's OS tuning. 4's OS tuning was from hell. Like, you had to beat certain missions, you had to get S ranks in them. Certain missions were just fucking like gruelly, like just super punishing. And that was kind of like, you get punished for being, I guess, gatekeeped by your own skill or build. Where this one, I think the OS tuning is nice that it's easy accessible through the arena. And the arena is pretty cool. I've beaten basically all of them, at least as far as I can tell. I don't know if there's going to be any more unlocks, but the arenas are all pretty good. The problem with the arenas, they all feel kind of samey. All the ACs that you do fight, most of them feel kind of samey. This version, the analysis is a little bit different, but obviously the arena from regular feels pretty samey. I use like one build to beat every single one. Maybe I'll make a video and show you guys how to play against all of them. But they all play against relatively the same. And I guess you can say that about the arena in 4. It's pretty samey too. And the reason why I talk about 4 so much is because 4 is the one that I most recently played. I haven't played 5 in a long time, like plus 8 years. When that was on PS3, and I sold my copy of 5. Both 5 and Verdict Day, so I don't have any ways of replaying it. I could try to emulate it, but emulating 5 has been apparently pretty difficult. So I've only been able to emulate 4, which is why I talk a lot about 4. I played a bit of 3 and the other ones, but I didn't really not really a huge fan of the old ones as much, mainly because I guess the controls for me were a little bit more clunky. But I did play through them. I did enjoy them for what they were, but they were a little bit slow and the controls were a little bit clunky. And I prefer like more of a fast-paced Armored Core, which is why I like 6 so much and 4 so much. I still like 5. It's not as fast-paced as 4 and 6, but it's still a lot more fast-paced compared to the old ones, at least from my recollection. Other than that, yeah, I'll post a little bit more more content here and there on Armored Core whenever it pops up. Yeah, PvP for me is gonna be next, and then from there we'll see. Like I hope they do DLC for the game. I hope they add some more stuff, or even just another branching route. Like they can easily add a DLC. A DLC would be pretty easy, I would think. They can just do like a branching routes, different ending maybe, or more arenas. Like I think DLC for Armored Core should be easier to do than DLC for Elden Ring, because Elden Ring they have to create like an entire new area, entire new like bosses and whatnot. And I guess with just branches, if you just do branching missions, you can, you know, make it fairly. You can just reuse the arena. You could just reuse the map layout. Like, there's nothing really crazy they have to add. And I guess they can make the the DLC cheap too, like not too expensive. Or I guess if they want to make a new DLC, they can do maybe like entirely different story mode or something like that. But then that'd be like a whole new game. So I don't know where they would take this game. I mean, it's got a lot of traction right now. I'm hoping they do support the game further. Obviously we're gonna get some parameter updates here and there to nerf certain weapons. I think they're gonna nerf a couple like the OP weapons, like the shotguns and the needle rail guns on your back. Like those guns, you saw me. I beat the entire last boss in like 3 tries with it, and like I wasn't even trying that hard. I was just kind of just mashing my buttons to try to fire weapons to hit them. I didn't even bother dodging half the time. And yeah, like I hope they maybe come out with 2 different patches, one for the PvP arena and one for PvE, because like obviously the weapons right now in PvE is perfectly fine. Like I hope they keep the weapons strong so that other people can use those weapons to beat the game. Because they nerfed the weapons so much, then the game might be even less accessible to newer players or to people who are stuck on a certain boss, which would be kind of unfortunate, you know. Like you don't want the game designers to come out the game and then they make it harder, which kind of gatekeeps people more from the game, which would be really, really unfortunate. I do hope they make a 7 in a similar style, or yeah, just like DLC. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the series, and yeah, we'll keep it coming. Peace.